Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Desirability back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find the link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. Now before we dive in, if you've been loving the energy here, I have created a collection of spiritual ebooks and printable workbooks to help you along your journey. From manifestation rituals to love journal prompts, these tools are designed to help you align, heal, and rise. You'll be able to find a link in the description box below or on my Patreon channel under the shop tab. So this is going to be a collective reading, so there are no piles, and this reading is going to be about how are you being perceived right now. I don't know why I heard Guru. You're mastering something. I'm getting like 8 of Pentacles, Hierophant energy. You're mastering something. So how are you being perceived right now? 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 Ooh, we have the Magician. You could be a Gemini or a Virgo here. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who is very resourceful, very capable, competent, okay? A master at your craft with the Magician energy. Very skilled, okay? Extremely great communicator because Magician is Mercury energy. You know how to manifest things with ease. How are you being perceived right now? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me, guys. Oh, wait, I couldn't even hold it in. We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Sagittarius energy. Okay, so you're definitely being perceived as gifted with the Wheel of Fortune, chosen. Like the wheel always turns in your favor. Like I feel like maybe you've gone through something or you overcame something that was extremely challenging that most people thought you were never going to be able to overcome, and you did so with ease. Okay, practice ease. So how are you being perceived right now? Ooh, 10 of Cups, emotionally fulfilled. Maybe like your family might be talking about you with the 10 of Cups. I feel like your family could be clocking you right now. Maybe you've stopped talking to your family. Maybe like people try to reach out to you last year, like in 2025, and you decided to keep them at a distance, but they're clocking you. They're definitely watching you on social media. However they're watching you, they see that you're happy with the 10 of Cups, like you're emotionally fulfilled. That's how you're being perceived right now. Like you're content with your life, you're doing well. How are you being perceived right now? Ooh, 7 of Pentacles, as somebody who's dedicated, somebody who's patient, somebody who's playing the long game, okay? Somebody who's invested in their craft, invested in their growth. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's worth the investment as well. I feel like people maybe in the past did not see the value that you brought to the table, but now they're seeing it clearly with the 7 of Pentacles, and they're perceiving you as somebody worth investing in. How are you being perceived right now? We have the King of Swords, highly intelligent, extremely articulate here, very smart, mentally sharp, mentally agile with the King of Swords, extremely competent here. How are you being perceived right now? Ooh, we have a Libran energy. Okay, so you could be a Libran, Virgo, Cusper, don't have to be, but like with the Libran energy, with justice, you're fair in your dealing, you're diplomatic. This is how you're being perceived right now. Maybe you told somebody off without, being vulgar or cussing them out. You did it so eloquently, you told them about themselves in a way where they don't have a rebuttal for it. Okay. This is what I'm getting here with the Justice card. Yeah, you did so eloquently, okay, with the Justice, and that's how you're being perceived right now. Somebody who has high integrity, somebody who has like a moral compass, okay? How are you being perceived right now? Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles wanted to come out, guys. Didn't I say? How are you being perceived right now? I won't be surprised if it comes out. We have the Ace of Wands. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's powerful, somebody who's creative, somebody who's influential, okay? You have this fire within you. You are a source of inspiration for a lot of people. And this is how you're being perceived, as somebody who is creative, very attractive, very sensual, but also you have this zest for life, okay? You have this beautiful energy, like flamboyant energy, okay? How are you being perceived? Ooh, Two of Cups, like the one that got away. Ooh, you may have some people that are interested in you with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. Like, you're definitely being perceived as highly desirable, but it's not just a perception, it's like a reality for a lot of people that you are extremely desirable. Okay. And with the Two of Cups, what I'm getting here is that the way that people are perceiving you, they're perceiving you as somebody who is like in alignment with their desires, like who they would want to date, who they would want to be with. Okay. How are you being perceived right now? Just one card. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. You're being perceived as someone who's highly intuitive, very mysterious too. There's an allure to you with the High Priestess, but it's like that mystery that is what draws people in. Like, there's more to you than meets the eyes, and this is how you're being perceived right now. Some people might be scared of your spirituality because they're afraid of what you know, what you could see. How are you being perceived right now? Just one card. Ooh, you're definitely being perceived as a trailblazer with the Three of Wands. Okay, somebody who like goes towards uncharted territories with the Three of Wands. Somebody who's action oriented. Somebody who is bold. Okay, somebody who's driven. Somebody who's focused towards the future. Innovative. How are you being perceived right now? Just one card, please, Spirit. We have the Moon card. Okay, definitely mysterious. There's a lot of ambiguity around you with the Moon card, because that's like the card of ambiguity, because it's like illusions, confusion, or like smoke and mirrors. Just like you can't really pinpoint what the energy is, because it's Neptunian. The moon is Neptunian energy, and this is why it's associated with Pisces. So with this energy, the illusion, the confusion, there's a lot of fog around you, and not in a deceptive way, but it's just like there's many layers to you. Okay, you have like a very, I feel like people project a lot onto you, their fantasies and their desires, especially their sexual desires or their romantic desires. People project that onto you. Maybe in the past, people that you've dated projected their fantasy, and they didn't want to deal with the reality of you. Okay, it could have been like challenging for you in the past when it came to dating. How are you being perceived? Ooh, bounce. Okay, you're being perceived as a bounce. And we have all the mutable signs here, and then we have three cardinal signs. So we have a lot of cardinal and mutable energy. So this tells me that you're being perceived as a natural born leader, somebody who's a self-starter, somebody who's an initiator, as well as somebody who's adaptable, somebody who's agile, somebody who's flexible. And this is how you're being perceived right now. It's like you're the type of person that's focused on your goal whenever you have a goal, but you are not rigid in how you're going to tackle that goal, how you're going to make that goal a reality. You're not rigid in your approach. You're able to roll with the punches. You're able to be flexible, to be agile, because when you experience some sort of setback, you're not going to try the same path, right? Like, let's say you experience a blockage on your road. You're not going to try to force it. You're going to try to pivot and find a new direction, but the goal does not change, just the method is changing. Okay, and this is what I'm getting here. So how are you being perceived right now? Oh, we have Judgment. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's a great judge of character, but some people, they may feel judged by you. Okay, how are you being perceived right now? Oh, we have the Hermit card. Virgo energy again. Wise beyond your years. Okay, I'm also getting like you're being perceived as somebody who that's introspective, somebody who prefers to be alone. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's prudent with your heart, prudent with your time. Okay, some people, they know that they cannot get close to you. You're very selective. Okay, how are you being perceived right now? How are you being perceived right now? We have the Fool card. Okay, with the Fool energy, you're being perceived as somebody who takes risk. Okay, you take calculative risk. You walk to the beat of your own drums because this is Uranus energy. So you're definitely innovative. You're unconventional. That's how you're being perceived right now, like unconventional, because Uranus is that planet, like, unconventional, doing things differently, eccentric energy. How are you being perceived right now? We have the Three of Wands again. Yeah, a visionary. Somebody who's futuristic, somebody who thinks outside the box, somebody who is bold, that looks towards the future. Okay, so how are you being perceived right now? Ooh, the Magician again, guys. Like the cards are repeating themselves. Yeah, you're a master manifestor. Like that mutable energy is here heavy for you because we have a lot of mutable energy. So agile, flexible, versatile, creative, okay? You're malleable, like you have the ability, it's like water, like you have the ability to take any shape or form. Okay, you're adaptable to your circumstances, to your environment. That's why you're able to overcome obstacles and challenges, because you know how to adapt, you know how to pivot, you know how to shift. You're not rigid. Okay, and that's really important if you're trying to accomplish a goal. Like if you're always focused on the method and not you, like you keep your eyes on the prize, you don't focus too much on the method. If one method does not work, you pivot, you don't stay stuck. Okay, how are you being perceived right now? How are you being perceived? We have, yeah, Nine of Wands, a warrior. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. This is somebody who's gone through the trenches and is not giving up, is still holding down the fork, still persevering, still pushing through. You're extremely strong here. And we have Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. People are praising you. They're doing so privately. They can't say out loud because some of them, they could be like embarrassed because of what they said about you, how they treated you. Now they have to eat their words. How are you being perceived right now? How are you being perceived? Ooh, 10 of Cups again, guys. I'm telling you, you're definitely being perceived as somebody who's emotionally content, emotionally happy, emotionally satisfied, emotionally fulfilled. Like you don't need outside validation. You don't need people to tell you who you are. You know your value, you know your worth. Okay, so how are you being perceived right now? Wow, Five of Pentacles, somebody who overcame obstacles and challenges. Some people feel left out in the cold by you with the Five of Pentacles. That's not like your energy. They're like on the outside looking into your life. Those people, that's how they feel, like left out or disregard, displaced. But it's their own doing. Like they're the one who did this to themselves. It wasn't you. Like you didn't do anything to these people. Ooh, Five of Swords. Oof. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who has like strong or harsh boundaries here with the Five of Swords. This is not giving me like the energy where it's like you want to win at all costs and you have a huge ego. It's more about you, like, putting yourself first and not like letting people's like what's the word, oh my gosh, they don't even want me to say it. It's like not their insecurities, but their guilt. Like they don't want you, like you're not gonna allow people's like guilt trip, like you're not gonna allow people to guilt trip you into submission or guilt trip you into allowing them back into your life. Like you may have people try to reach out to you, say, oh, but you don't remember, like we had a good time, we have history. They always want to use history to get back into your good graces, or like, oh, we were always friends, like, don't let this type of like situation stop us from, no, what do you mean that nobody did anything? You're the one who did what you did. You're the reason why we're not talking today. So you're gonna sit in that corner and reflect on your action and do better next time with someone else. Like that's exactly what I'm getting here. You're like, I don't want to reconcile with you and I don't have to reconcile with you. So the way that you're being perceived right now is like having strong boundaries, and some of them they may feel like you're being harsh or unreasonable with your boundaries. It's like you're not tolerating any disrespect, and it's like, no, I don't care if you are my family, I don't care if you are my cousin, I don't care if you are my sister. You were disrespectful, you betrayed me, and I'm not allowing you back in. It's like, like let's say if you have like a sibling or that was always like competing with you, always jealous of you, they betrayed you, and now they think that because we are siblings, we are family by blood, I'm allowed to be in your life forever. And it's like, that's not how it works. Okay, like, no, you don't get to stay in my life after you betray me just because we share blood. That's not how it works. Okay, but that's the guilt tripping. So how are you being perceived right now? Ooh, Six of Cups. You see, but they know there's still some purity in your heart. That's why they want to manipulate you to come back. Because Six of Cups is purity, innocence, childhood energy, childhood like memories as well. But this is the innocence because there's two children there. It's a boy and a girl, and we have all these animals. We have a kitten, we have two rats here, we also have like a frog, the butterfly. This is like beautiful innocent energy. Like when you see a kitten, you're like, oh my god, they're so cute. That's that mushy energy that comes out when you see like a puppy, a kitten, like like small animals. So that's the energy that you emanate as well. But that's the same energy that they're trying to use against you. Like they're trying to like hit you in your soft spot. But I feel like a lot of you are like, I don't care, I don't want to reconcile with you. Okay, how are you being perceived right now? Ooh, we have the Lovers, but it's not about like relationship. Okay, it's more about choices. How you're being perceived as somebody who's making the right choices for themselves. Okay, this is what I'm getting here with the Lovers. You're choosing you, you're putting yourself first. Okay, and this is how you're being perceived right now, and it's the right choice. You putting yourself first is the right choice, because when these people were doing what they were doing to you, they didn't care about how you were going to feel in regards to their action. They didn't care. They did what was good for them. So now it's like, I'm doing what's good for me. You did what was good for you at my own expense. Why should I care about you? Like, it's like, no, my feelings come first. Like when it comes to me, like that's what I'm getting here for my collective. And it's not like in a selfish way, but it's like self-preservation. Like what? You're not here to sacrifice yourself. How are you being perceived right now? Ooh, we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. You're definitely being perceived as somebody who's driven, strong will. You see, we have three cardinal signs and all the mutable signs. Okay, so extremely driven, focus. You're determined to get things done, to make things happen for yourself. Okay, you are like, I'm getting like tunnel vision energy, and that's how you're being perceived right now. Okay, with the Chariot, and they may not really like that because they know once you make up your mind about something, no one or nothing could stop you. All right. So that's all I have for the collective. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.